Whoa, glad it was a baby bear, not a big old bear.
No doubt.
And today, of course, it was warm, but temperatures are rising again. Meteorologist Sabrina Fein, what's going on?
Yeah, I know, and Jim, you don't have air conditioning, so this is kind of bad news for you. Maybe it's bad news for you as well at home if you don't have air conditioning, because temperatures are going to feel more like summertime. We're talking about mid-July weather. Right now, though, we are dealing with clear skies in most locations. Temperature-wise, sitting about 69 in Coronado, about 60 degrees into Oceanside, where there is some fog in Escondido, around 69 degrees for you as well. With clear skies, there's two things that happen. One is the fact that it is going to be allowing a lot of the radiational cooling, so much so that temperatures throughout the morning hours are going to be a little bit cool, so you might need that sweater as you head out the door, but you'll be shedding it fairly quickly into the afternoon once we see our temperatures warm. The other thing it does is it allows for fog to develop. So right now in downtown, our winds are about 3 miles per hour, but out over toward Oceanside and Carlsbad, where your winds are fairly calm, you're already beginning to notice some of that fog reach the surface. So patchy dense fog is in your forecast at least for the next 2 days as we see this warm up in place. We do not have this area of high pressure in the prime location to provide us with those downsloping winds and compressional heating. So we are not really going to see any sort of Santa Ana. We are not going to be dealing with extremely low humidity. Instead, it is all an upper level system. This upper level ridge will allow temperatures to warm up about another 2 to 3 degrees compared to where they were for today, and that high heat is going to stay with us at least through the end of the work week. Right now it looks like Friday will be our warmest day. Doesn't last for much longer though. You can see already we're dealing with the cold pocket of air moving its way out over through Alaska and even into the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures will fall 0 to 5 degrees below average by the time we get to Sunday. So that's probably about a 10-degree swing is what we're really anticipating. You can also see the cold front with that chillier air mass is producing a little bit of rainfall out toward northern California, which is good news considering we're all using the same amount of water that we require. So right now, rainfall forecast, this just in one day, looking like the Pacific Northwest, including Seattle, Portland, even out over toward Eureka, anticipating anywhere between 1.5 inches to 3.5 inches of rain. And it's the other side of the country as well. It's also dealing with some heavy rain. Flood watches are up for parts of Massachusetts. You can see the area shaded in red and yellow, matched up to the legend, anticipating there about 3.5 inches of rainfall right near Providence and even into, looks like into Massachusetts. Anywhere else from Portland all the way out over toward New York City could be dealing with around 1/2 inch of rainfall. For us, we don't get any rain. Instead, we get a bubble of warm air. Starting your day, though, at 7 a.m., 64 degrees, those clear skies, patchy fog is possible. By noon, 79. 74 degrees for you by 5 p.m. and winds only about 10 miles per hour, so not providing much relief to the skin. Inland areas, you start out cool at 61, but watch what happens by noon. Going to 88 degrees, and remember, it gets even warmer as we head through Friday. 7-day forecast for you. 81 degrees along the coast tomorrow, going 82 Friday before dropping to 73 on Sunday. Inland, 90 degrees, climbing to 93 on Friday. You tumble to 77 on Sunday. The mountains, 76 degrees, inching your way up to 77 Friday before smashing into the 60s on Sunday. The desert's 97 degrees for you tomorrow, going about 96 on Friday. You are going to tumble as well to about 87 degrees once you head into the end of the weekend. Let's look at your 7-day forecast, guys. Back to you.
I know we complain about that heat being up, but when it's cold, we're going to complain then too.
I know. I mean, we're never happy, right?
Very narrow window that we enjoy, right in the 70s.
And for everyone, it's always something different. Like to me, it's like 80.
That's hot. Thank you, Sabrina.